Strong ready ankle leg. Tight through your obliques here. Side position. Yeah? You're not bending your back, and this isn't bending either. Okay? So you're working. Any direction? Don't put your leg down. So by taking the body back and head away. Not allowed to cover at this point, just when using your body. Yeah? Right side, the head, try and touch it. This is like this. Yeah? Try to hit you in the face. Like this. She's teasing me with it, a little bit of manipulation. Here. Go this way, okay? 10 each side, then change that. Then you're going to press into my distance, and I'm going to control the distance for 10 seconds. And then when we get to the end, she's going to control the distance on the counter and stay in the middle distance. Yeah? I don't want you to exit in the middle distance because I want you to cover. So you don't, if I'm over there, you're not getting off over there. Okay? Yeah? Coaching points around it. Make sure your base is solid as you're on the spot. Make sure your body's in an awkward position when you're doing your cover. You can't cover like this in a square position because you're vulnerable. Get yourself in a lateral position. And then use your arms and base yourself on this ankle leg here as you're doing the motion. So you can bob and weave and you can cover at the same time. So you're in an awkward position and your arms are moving. Yeah? Placement and intensity. Yeah? So placement will be in, here's a scoring around the back of the head, around the back is a scoring zone, stomach, front side and over the top, the chop. Yeah, maybe the on straight action. When too late, drop the shoulder this way to here. Watch she stands like this here, like this. As if I'm coming here, you avoid it this way, yeah? Or you come in the front side and you go this way. You run out of options that way, yeah? Differently based over there. And if you kick in there, you avoid the baby shot, something as well. Okay? You're going to go to the front side of the base, try to hit here, cross. Make sure your base is solid as you rotate. That shoulder there, that's solid base there. Otherwise you lose control here. Okay, covering like you've just been doing. And then at your timing, when you feel it's safe to do so, you're going to close off into the clinch. Yeah? You're going to close off into the clinch, rotate me and exit. Yeah? Now, at the time you're doing that, you're still vulnerable on the approach here, so I could clip on the way in. When she's in the clinch, I could score, same. And when she exits the clinch, I could score. So on all three phases of those of the exercise, you're covering all the time. Different reasons. So one's highlighting mistakes. So pure example. I'm going with the foot leg. And I can feel my foot here. This leg's supposed to move forward first and kick like that, yeah? And if you feel on the edge of here, your front foot moves first, you'll feel it more than you will on the normal surface. It's highlighted, yeah? That's like technical recorrection. Then we use it for like the distance as well. So if I did a shift out back leg underneath, and went here, one underneath and land on the judo mat, that's replicating my distance against an opponent. If I went like this, and didn't land on the judo mat, probably wouldn't score. I wouldn't have scored against an opponent because the distance has gone too far. Then we use it for angles as well, different angles. And we use it to break here. We use it to overload. Exactly the same, front side of the pad. Works better on KPP than it does Dado. Probably with the sole of the foot on KPP as well, yeah? Rather than the heel. But Dado the heel. Okay? Specifically the Dado 2 centres on the Dado 2 chest pad. I'm leading with my leg, not my body. So my leg takes my body there. So I'm leading, so I'm here, close stance, it goes across there, and then I reset myself. Okay? Yeah? Important that you're not going with your body first. And your leg right.
This person's accepting it, yeah? Do you know why we do something like this? Because it's a good question. Why would we do something like that where this person's accepting the kick and this person's treating it as if they were sparring? What do you think one of the main reasons is why we do that?
You don't get hit?
Okay, yeah, could be.
Which helps us do what?
It's not as competitive as in a match, yeah? Which will help you build what? What can you progress? Knowing that there's nothing coming back and you're doing that technique over and over again and again and again and again. What do you think?
It's going to be an instinct?
It's going to get easier. It could get easier because you're getting better at it. Because
instinct.
Instinct. Instinct to do the technique. Yes, it could be instinct to do the technique because you build confidence in it.
And opportunities.
And you'll see the opportunity to do it more because you have belief in it.
Yeah.
So the more you do a repetition like this and you do it in a realistic manner, you build the confidence in the technique, in this hook. Yeah? And the hook technique, you do see more and more people using it, but you still probably only see at the top level now, there's probably only 20% of the top level using this technique now. You know, we brought it into the game, what, 3-4 years ago, and it's still only
into a check, just turn to the face, turn around, you've got to stay with me. You've got to stay with me. See, using the stimulus, I give a strong back kick, then I reset and I go again. Stab, into check turn, 1, 2, turn round, back kick. There again, reset, 1, 2, turn round, back kick. I don't want it losing quality by doing this. So you kick it like this, 1, 2, turn, back kick, 1, 2. That's not the focus.
You're right up behind the kicker. Does that make sense? Because then you can change the time and you can give them the back kick. As soon as they turn a look, you can give it straight away, or as soon as they turn a look, you can wait for a split second and then give it, so you can make it a little bit later. Not too late, just a fraction later. Does that make sense, yeah? So that they don't get into a habit of, there it comes, boom, there's a back kick, there it comes, boom, there's a back kick. This person will change it. That stimulus will change it. Okay? Shot, over to the back, so you repeat to the body. Okay, we're going to score the check shot. The stimulus is just being evasive to the head, away, and then I'll repeat it short to the pad. And then I'll turn and I'm going into a back kick. Okay? When you go with the check shot, the first action, this motion, why do you think you're doing this? Why am I doing this motion here in this stance? And then changing it into a chop. What does it prevent this person doing? Prevents her coming to me. I'm attacking her anyway, so yeah, I'm being first and it prevents her coming to me, yeah? What about within her responses? How she can respond? My leg's here, what am I preventing her respond with? A front leg cut, so I need to be over her leg. So this motion needs to be short over the top first, yeah? The first job, yeah? What else? What else is it preventing? Hey? Yeah, it's preventing that because my leg's there, it's cross. Yeah? So don't do the first move here. Don't do this. Check, open your body up. Okay, that's my point, yeah? Be awkward with it and fast with it. Just prevent there, and then I'm into the chop, and then I'm finding a repeat to the body after. Okay? Try to score, try to touch the head guard. I want to see you touch the head guard. This person wants you to roll the shot, wants you to roll it. Yeah? This is good practice for both of you. It's a good reaction practice for this person to get used to, get comfortable with it. It's coming to my face, you miss it. It's coming to my face, you miss it. You have to learn that, to be comfortable in that situation. Okay? So don't be scared there, yeah? You know, it's a check chop coming, it's coming, roll it, and I'll take it onto the body. This person scored the check chop. Okay? And then into your back, yeah, let's go.
Make it the most successful technique. There's one thing that will make it the most successful technique.
If you commit to it.
That's not the most thing, that's part of it, but it's not the most thing. There's one single thing.
If it's realistic.
That's part of it. If he doesn't see it, then it's going to be successful, or it could be successful. It's got the potential to be successful, which means it's got to be sneaky. Yeah? Does that make sense? Anything else is irrelevant, because if he sees it, get that, yeah? Yeah? Doesn't matter how fast it is, doesn't matter how committed it is, it doesn't matter how realistic it is. If he sees it, he's going to block it, or he's going to move. Right? So from a technical point of view, what's happening is, instead of going like this with your hook here, boom, sneaky, no movements before, it's just the leg going. So I'm increasing my chances. You're going like this, quite a few of you are going like stepping like this, or shifting, or moving your body, and then coming. So you've just told him you're coming. Technically, you've just got to fine-tune that part of it. Right? And that's with all your techniques. Okay? Yeah, it could be a little movement with your foot or anything like that, yeah? Anything. Where your opponent's picked up on it and he's blocking it before you've even got there, or he's countered you, or he's moved. First point. After that, it's everything else, like your commitment, the realistic, all that, yeah? Which is my second point. If I go like that, I go, hey! Is that realistic?
No.
Why?
You haven't recovered.
I haven't recovered, it wasn't quick enough, it wasn't hard enough, it didn't put him under any threat or pressure. Yeah? So as he comes, I'm kicking on the leg, boom! I'm acting urgent like I'm in a sudden death match, like he can kick me in the face, like he can knock me out again. Does that make sense? So that's the intensity. So firstly, make sure that you're trying to disguise any techniques that we give you. Secondly, make sure everything's there with the intensity. That's your preparation, how you start it, your actual execution, and your recovery of the technique as well. Does that make sense? Yeah, it's with any repetitions you do to make it world class.
Okay, now we're going to do 3 spins then, yeah? So, the first one we're going to do, we use for the spins, we're going to do reverses, or spinning hooks, okay? To the body for the first 2, alright? So the first one, we're just going to go direct on the attack, head down, like Paul's just said, exactly the same mindset as if you were doing the hook. No big movement. You're doing it as a surprise, as a variation to your technique. Meaning so that you're not showing that you're going to spin that way, there's no big motion before you go, okay? And the key with this as well is when you finish the technique, you leave your head down, leave it down, and you're finishing with your arm up. Too many times you see people going to a spin, they bring the head up too early, your opponent's leg's still in the air and you get caught. Yes? Everyone understand that? Okay, so we want a direct spinning hook or reverse to the body, finishing with the arm and head down. Those are the resets, it's realistic, okay? You can play with your preparation as we said before, yeah? You do 5 on the hooks, so 5 each leg, okay? The second one, you're going to do it on the counter, so as they move. So you give a stimulus, runs, and you spin straight into it. Now you can do this in a number of different ways, but the key thing is that you're not falling away with the technique, it's the most important thing. You're not losing the control, the stability through your back leg when you do the reverse. And it's still an extension, so it's still as if you're kicking long in the attack. Yeah, you're not hoping that they're going to fall onto your foot. You're meeting them as they come.
So you're not doing this.
Yeah? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
That doesn't work most of the time.
It doesn't, because now in the game people attack legs first, like we've been telling you this morning. So all the attacks are like this. So not many people now. Not many people come really big now. So that's why that method doesn't work so much. Does that make sense? Yeah. So it's a counter motion, but you still got to do it in an attacking manner. It's a counter timing, but it's done in an attacking manner. Yeah. So it just draws back. Spin and scores. Finishes exactly the same. Head down, arm up, because you don't know what's coming next. Okay? Right, so the last one, this time the attacker, you're going to go, you can do this either with a technique, in a check motion, and land it short, or the stimulus just rush into the short distance, short, and then the kicker's going to kick with a short reverse to the back of the head, okay? It's unorthodox, surprising, nobody will expect it, okay? So you can go with the check, you miss, land, and it's a short reverse. Timing is key with this as well, and then your ability to lift your hips high in the short space to be able to kick in that short distance, all right? If it becomes a chop or an axe, don't worry too much about it. The key thing is that you're recognising that you can still score a spin on that timing and in that distance.
You pick up 5 points.
Yeah, 5 points. Does that make sense to everybody, okay? So 5 of each, okay? Remember the feedback that you got given before about the start of it has to be subtle, it's a surprise, it has to be fast, explosive, they can't see it coming, yeah? And then when you finish, it's realistic. You're expecting something to come back at you.
But if you look at it tactically, if you go too early, you're going to get foot in your face, yeah? You've got to time it so he's there and then doing the short distance and he can release, yeah? If you're thinking about it tactically, right? Otherwise it's dangerous, right?
Yeah? Let's go.
If this isn't good enough, you're not going to manipulate their attention. What you want to do is for me to go up like that, so he goes like this, so he does this. So I open up somewhere else. Yeah, that's what I'm doing it for. So that's got to be good. And then use the power of that drop in your hip to drop on this target and be a bit more accurate, everybody. There, score to the stomach, there, score, back here, where it scores. Anywhere else, around there, or here, it won't score. So be accurate with it. Other than that, when you're doing your work and your fees, have a little bit of distance management within the three. Some of you reset yourselves and you're like this, and you're both standing there like this. In a real situation, you wouldn't be here, you'd move off like that, and then you reset yourself. So reset yourself before that happens, okay? And both of you take control of that, it's not just the kicker, it's both people, the pad holders.
Okay, so we'll go with the back kick on the attack again, right? So the same attack with that back kick, okay? And this time on the counter though, you're going to force the clinch. So finish your back kick, boom, turn. This person rushes, they'll rush, meet them in the middle. I want you to make sure you're in an open stance with the rush. I want you to go to the body first. So use the crash as he comes. Use the crash to flip space, back into the body, and then up the other leg into the crescent. Okay? Use the crash. You have to be strong with it so it creates some space for you and slows down your opponent's reaction because you've stopped them and you've made them have to move to reset their balance. It gives you a split second. Okay? So finish my back kick, boom, turn, it comes, crashing, boom, boom. And then I'm resetting.
What was your combination?
That second one there, shift cut, shift fat leg.
Shift up,
shift back leg, stab.
Yeah. So if Gareth gives you a movement combination, it's 1, 2, yeah, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Yeah. There isn't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There isn't that combination. So when you do it in the ring, you're efficient at it, you're quick at it. Does that make sense? So you're reducing any movement patterns that are unnecessary, that he's not given. Then after that, you've got to commit to each of those movement patterns. So if it's front leg, back leg, your front leg isn't like this. Because what's wrong with that? Your head's up, the hips are short, I'll get kicked, yeah? Then the same thing there, yeah? And then I go on the attack, I go my body first and the legs follow me like this. Yeah, it's all bad practice. Underneath, solid with your cup. Underneath, head back, solid. Legs first on the attack, body back. Then the speed comes. So you tick both of them boxes, then the speed comes. Then movement efficiency, quick. And you get into the combination quick.
Really tight, so she's staying in the short distance, okay? Paddle will just be aware if that's happening and make sure that you keep the distance tight so I don't want it to be coming at length. Alright? Everyone clear with that? Okay. Then the second one I want front leg chop into your crescent and then the back hip. So just go chop into the crescent and then the back hip tight. And again, chop into a crescent and the back hip tight. I want 4 of those in each stance. Okay? You have to stay tight here. Okay? So you're looking for the kickers to be high with your hips in all of your techniques now. High hips, pushing up through your back leg when you're using your chop or your axe, when you're doing your crescent. Has to be up nice and high. You can't sink down, okay? And then high with your back kick as well. You jump with your back kick, jump with it, okay? And it's like Paul was doing on the floor with the back kick. You're going to have to over-rotate. You have to rotate round to find the back of the pad. Yeah, or the front of the pad, because you're in the short distance. Yeah? Otherwise, you're just going to kick straight past. Yeah? Okay? So your first one's 8, and then 2 sets of 4. All right, let's go. Go. be quick. This is one technique. It's going to be very fast, yeah? So you don't know who's going to get the technique, and you don't know what the technique is. So you have to turn, prepare yourself to react to the pad. If it's not there, you turn and reset yourself, so it might be you the next time. Quick. Everyone understand that? Yeah? You don't need to move too much. There doesn't need to be too much of a change of distance. Okay? Yeah? Let's go. Let's go. The exercise itself, when you do it, some of you, you're opening your eyes and then you're spending a second before you react to where the pad is. You need to open, look and go. Yeah, look and go straight away. So the reaction time needs to be quicker within that exercise. And then still, after you've hit the pad, the reset's too lethargic, it's too lazy. That's a bad habit to get into when you train. If you train it 3 times a week, then your reset needs to be better than when you train 7 times a week, yeah? If you train 7 times a week, it needs to be bang on every day anyway. Because when you go into a competition, it needs to be second nature. Reset, start, what's next, reset, what's next. It doesn't matter what you're doing, yeah? All the time, resetting your stats efficiently like in the game, okay?
The difference between success and failure in fact is milliseconds. It's not even half a second, it's milliseconds between making a decision and getting the right scoring zone as your opponent comes at you or he makes a move. It's exactly the same thing. You open your eyes, you're into it straight away. If you open your eyes and you've waited half a second, you're way too late. You need to go.
Decide that the pad's there, you have to change it to a hook or a twist. That's part of the reaction exercise. It's being able to adapt with where your foot's going, yeah? Don't over-assess it by looking at it, okay? Okay? Like this time then. Because the mirrors are there, the kicker, which is an example, is going to be facing this wall, the windows here, okay? And then she's ready to go, so she's like she's on her toes, and when the whistle goes, she's going to change into a stance and react to the pad. So the whistle goes, change into a stance, just to react to the pad.
double chamber, anybody before someone with a really high chamber is actually quite difficult to deal with. So you want momentum going forward, so you get over the chamber quickly and then into a kicking action. Okay? What you don't want to be doing is doing this bit slow, just so you get high, because it won't be quick enough to put pressure on your opponent. But then again, you don't want to go too quick, and you can't get your leg up and over the high. Momentum forward, over, we'll go turning kick. We'll do 5 repetitions over into a turning kick. When you do the turning kick, don't kick here and then carry on travelling past and leave like that. This is your break here. You're going to get over the chamber here, break, project and land. So we've got a really high chamber here, so you've got to get the chamber high, so manipulating to a stab. Just going to go low. So you manipulate your opponent to go like this, and you score. So you're getting up, over, down, that position. Who's going to come? I've got to beat the chamber and kick him down on the back. Yes, I'm over the leg, kick him down on the back. If they're faster than me, I've got to draw back to get over the leg. If I'm faster, I can just lift over and score. Let's say I'm just giving a stab as a stab, as a length here. Quick tempo, go stab, go again. Tempo change. Go, fake, fast, fake, and then go again. Check off the leg, playing, and then shift out. Flick, stab.